Shabbat Shalom, Israel. Giving honor to the Most High and His Son Yahweh Shah. We are the Battle Axes coming into a great Shabbat class to get edified in the Most High God's name. We give praise, honor, and glory to our Maker for giving us the allowance to be able to see a glorious Sabbath as well as try to come into a specific high holy day or feast week as we're about to engage into the Passover. So we want to make sure that we are in the Passover spirit, that we are Passover ready. And these classes are things that's going to help us endure and encounter this Passover that we so greatly need. This is one of the biggest high holy days that the Most High God gives us. We know one of the big three, right? So we want to give praise, honor, and glory for this day to be able to come into the Passover and feast of unleavened bread. Shalom, brothers and sisters online. Hope you're having a great Shabbat so far. Shabbat Shalom to brothers and sisters around the four corners of the earth, man. Brothers pushing this truth, being a true light, mighty Shalom to you sisters, being in submission, being humble, being in order, being the behavior of the Most High God, mighty Shalom to you sisters as well, right? Today's class will be going to Passover Two Fold. Passover Two Fold. TWO-fold. The Passover is for bringing this together. And the way you bring them together is by understanding.
The book of Job, chapter 11, verse 6. And that he would show the secrets of wisdom.
That he would show the secrets of wisdom. There are secrets that have to be unfolded. There are secrets that have to be unlocked. And that takes a diligent search of the Israelites, man, of us, man. Because we are the ones that the Most High God gave those secrets to. Right? It's secrets in the Bible that have to be unlocked. And the way you unlock them is what? Why? Studying. You have to study to show yourself approved, right? We can't just look at things and think that they are what we see, because some of the scriptures are not like that. You might look at a scripture and it might be verbatim what it says, right? But then you might look at a scripture and it has double meanings or different meanings, right? Read that again.
Job 11 and 6. And that he would show thee the secrets of wisdom. That they are double.
That they are what?
That they are double.
That they are double. Right? That's what we get into with the Passover with this class today. To show the synonyms of Passover and how it is double. Bringing it up to today's life, man, right? Read.
That they are double to that which is. Know therefore that God exacted of thee less than thine iniquity deserved.
And that's heavy, that the Lord expects from us less than what our iniquity deserves, man, right? That's what the Lord said to what? His laws are not grievous, man. These are not laws that we can't do, right? Keeping these rehearsals of righteous acts for the Most High God, celebrating the Passover, doing these memorials for the Most High God, they are not hard things to do, man. Right? You just got to come out of the world, man. Brothers wearing beards, brothers wearing fringes, sisters wearing modest clothing, right? And sisters wrapping their heads when the scriptures come out. These are not hard things to do. And the Lord said that he don't even exact what he should from you, man. As wicked as we have been, man. And we see that even in our Passover time. Because as soon as the Lord brought us out into the wilderness, man, through the first Exodus, what do? Murmur and complain. So we want to show the double effects of Passover, and we'll get into it. We'll show, basically, we'll go into, I got like 6 or 7 key point topics that we're going to. We're going to righteous rehearsals. We're going to righteous rehearsals and remembrance. That's one thing. We're going to the wilderness, right? Showing the Passover synonymous for the wilderness. The plagues, right? The hardened heart. I get a great class of Brother Soldier E. Hood, right? He threw the alley-oop, man, for me in this class because he went into the hardened heart, the plagues, right? And that's what we'll touch on too, the hardened heart, because How the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart. Whose heart is the Lord hardening today? Esau, man. Babylon, man. Babylon heart is being hardened to this day, right? We're going to the miracles and the wonders, the living, and the blood on the door. So all these will show the double the Passover. Let's jump into Romans 13:11. Let's get off the Berechiah class. Hit scripture on the streets, man. You already know if you read off the Berechiah on the streets, you know this is the first precept you pull, man. It's going down. Romans 13:11.
The book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. Bring it out. In that, knowing the time.
And then what?
In that, knowing the time.
We should know the time. What is the time right now, brothers? What time are we actually going to come into right now? Passover time, man. Knowing the time. What other time is it? We just came into what? Our new year. We have to know and understand the times, man. It says, and now, knowing the times. That's where a lot of brothers and sisters be lost, man. Because they don't even know the times. Every answer y'all gave was great. These are the last days, right? Know that. This is Passover time. We have to be set up in our minds for the Passover, right? To keep these memorials, these righteous rehearsals, right? This is going to our new year, right? You see, I'm going to tell you, I cut my grass last week. Man, my grass grew so high right now. I'm talking about look like I ain't cut it at all, man. Got the old lawnmower from Bruce, man, and tried it out last week, right? Looked at the grass yesterday, man. It's looked like I ain't cut it in like a month. But what is this time? This is the harvest time. This is when things are going to grow for us. This is the new year. You have to know the time, man. Right? Read that again.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. Bring it out. In that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
So we definitely got to awake out of sleep. Right now, going into the Passover, keeping the Passover with unleavened bread, that's waking out of sleep, right? All the sleep that we were in from the mean season up until now, getting the leaven out of our houses, that's a waking out of the sleep, right? Because we can get rocked to sleep, even as Israelites. We can get rocked back to sleep. You go to work every day. You see sin every day. You in this world every day. You can get rocked back to sleep real easy. So knowing the time of Passover, you need to wake out of that sleep. What is that awakening out of sleep? Getting that leaven about your body and your mind, right? This scripture, man, a lot of scriptures, man, like you say, go twofold, they heavy, man. Right? Read.
Come. It is high time to awake out of sleep.
Read.
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Because our salvation is, hey, man, that's heavy, man. Our salvation. Our, not everybody, our. We know that our is going to who? The children of Israel, man. Our salvation is nearer than we ever believed, man. We just keep on keeping these righteous rehearsals, man. We just keep on keeping these memorials, man, for the Most High God, man. And our salvation is coming day by day. Me and Jerubbaal was just talking the other day, man. The times are speeding up so fast, man. We skipped the Passover. We thought last year the Passover when we went to a knob house, and you was wrangling that damn lamb. We were like, no, they went last year to a whole different spot, man. The times are speeding up, man. Our salvation is near, and the Lord.
Man, I'm gonna ask brothers and sisters a question. How do Passover make brothers and sisters feel, man? Like, how do it? I'm asking Bruce first. How do Passover make y'all feel? Right? Based on, okay, I'm gonna be more specific. Based on what I just read in Romans chapter 13, verse 11, right? What do Passover make y'all feel, knowing that it's high time to wake up out of sleep? What does it make brothers and sisters? What does it make brothers feel? I'm here. No, I ain't gonna kick y'all here. What about y'all sisters? What does it make y'all feel knowing what we just read? Huh? That we woke. What else? Huh? They're not in darkness.
That our time is getting short.
It's getting short. Right? So the time is getting short, knowing that we just think about Passover season coming in. We read all the scriptures of all the plagues and everything what the Lord did during this time, right? During this time of year. And the Lord says, high time, wake up out of sleep. During this season, the Lord kills. Bro, so pay attention. I'm going to say this again. During this season, the Lord kills. So if he's not killing us, he's not killing physically, how is he killing? Bro, sisters better pay attention. Because if you not, guess what? Guess what? If you're not part of the solution, where did you brothers and sisters be? Right? It can be the number one bites of dust, man. Right? We ain't trying to make it that way because it's something that wakes up inside your body to make you different from everybody else. Right? But when it wakes up in you, what does it make you feel? You got to start examining yourself. This is what this season is about, examining. That's why I say it's high time to wake up out of sleep. Right? Y'all get that?
We're done on it. Like I said, man, in this time, man, the Lord is killing, man. And guess what? It might not be that you get put physically on that chopping block. But guess what? The Lord is still destined you to get put on that chopping block by what? Let brothers and sisters lead this truth, man. That door, man. Leaving that door, man. We know this is shifting season, man. And the Lord will do it right now, man. He won't physically put you on that chopping block, but hey, he'll put you out that door. When you get out that door, you set up for what? Destruction. When you're not letting the Lord lead you anymore, when he's not the head of your life anymore, you set up for destruction. You're headed for damnation, man. So yes, the Lord is killing, man, even at this time. Because you don't physically get that death, man, you already know death is going into what? You're not keeping the commandments, man. Right? Let's go to Colossians 3:23. Colossians chapter 3, verse 23.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily.
Whatsoever we do, these rehearsals of righteous acts, us getting ready for the Passover, us doing a diligent search to see what has leaven and things inside of it, right? Getting the leaven out of your houses. Whatever you do, you need to do it heartily, man. Right? Don't just look it up. Oh, one time. Well, I look one thing and say this, right? You need to do a diligent search on all things, man. Whatever we do, we need to do it heartily. If we're doing the Passover for the Lord, what should we be doing? How much percent should we be giving? 100, 110, 1,000, million, right? It better be something high, right? Because these are the high times, man. Read that again.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily.
Do it what?
Do it heartily.
What does do it heartily mean? What else does it mean? That, what else though?
With all your heart.
Yeah, that's what he just said. Yeah. Say it again. That's what I want to hear. Do it heartily, man. Do it because you really, truly want to do it, man. I just made a great point when he brought that up. How does the Passover really make you feel right now? Coming into the Passover Feast of Unleavened Bread, how does it really make you feel? Are you just here because it's Sabbath class? Are you just here because you're commanded? Are you just getting the or does it make you feel some type of way to be in complete order and submission of the Most High God? How does it make you feel? Do it heartily is what? Doing it genuinely, man. Right? Ain't nobody got to ask you, I want to do this for the Most High God. And read on.
And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as to the Lord.
As to who?
As to the Lord.
Read.
And not to men.
And not unto men, man. You know, man, Israel, we get puffed up, man. And we'll do this stuff just to be seen of men, man. Right? And that's not what this is about. Doing it heartily is being genuine, man. Do these acts, these righteous rehearsals, because you really love the Lord and you want to be in complete submission to your God. Right? Go ahead, huh?
And that's something that brothers
must meditate on. I know a lot of times, even though we talk about the Passover, brothers and sisters can't get too much. Think about it. Brothers and sisters put a lot of effort in getting the living out of their physical house. But the most important living that we got to be getting out is their spiritual living. We want brothers and sisters, if more, to be, guess what, trying to get that, especially when it comes to your spirit, man. And we don't never want brothers and sisters getting caught up in, hey, y'all thoroughly doing these things out of the house, vacuuming the car, doing all these things. But is you doing that for your spirit as well, man? You know, that's just something brothers and sisters must meditate on, man. Go ahead,
And this is why when we was in Camp 101, it's what we were touching on with brothers, man, right? Even that was why we got to touch on this thing with the sisters, man, in the whole congregation in totality. Because when we thinking about Passover, I guarantee you, every damn person in here know a Christmas song. Except probably the little babies probably not know, the ones that been growing up in the truth. But I'm talking about us as adults. We know every damn Christmas song. We know when the little white boy get his tongue stuck on the dang on pole. We know that Christmas movie. We can sing all the Christmas jingles. Hey, if somebody come up to you with a piece of lettuce and hang it over your head, you would think this is a mistletoe. Right? You know every little attribute of Christmas. But guess what? Esau designed to get you in that Christmas spirit. Right? That's what they want you to be, in the Christmas spirit. The Most High God expected us as Israelites to do things according to the scriptures to get us where into a Passover spirit. And this is what we need to be in. Think about Passover and getting into the Passover spirit, man. Right, go ahead.
Man. That's what these classes are for, man. Putting you in that Passover spirit. We used to get into this what? They always said, well, get into the Christmas spirit, the holiday spirit, right? To hell with that, man. We want to get into the spirit of the Most High God and His high holy days, right? So we ought to be Passover ready, man, right? Passover Two Fold. Read that again.
You want from the top?
Yeah, 23.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as to the Lord, and not unto men.
And not unto men, right? Read.
Knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance.
So when we are keeping these days, these feasts, these laws, right? We are looking forward to the inheritance that the Lord is going to give us, right? We are inherited through Christ, man, right? To be heirs, man, together. That's the inheritance that we're looking for, right? By keeping these high holy days, by being Passover ready, by keeping your laws, statutes, and commandments, you are looking for what? Salvation. And that's basically what it's going into, right? Read that again.
Knowing that of the Lord you shall receive the reward of the inheritance.
The reward of inheritance, man, right? That's heavy because Esau's inheritance is what? Money, right? And the father had a business boom. We're going to make your business greater, right? Your business come after that. Esau's inheritance is money. We don't give a damn about money, man. Our inheritance needs to be the kingdom, right? Everlasting salvation. So that's the reward that we're trying to receive, the reward of inheritance. Man. Being joint heirs with Christ. Man. That's the inheritance that we're looking for, right? Read.
For ye serve the Lord Hamashiach.
For we serve Christ, man, right? Read on.
But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done.
So you're going to get what you deserve, right? That's why in verse 23 it said, well, do it heartily unto the Lord and not unto men. Because if you be found out to do this unto men, if you're on the outside looking clean, but it wasn't clean on the outside, and you ain't clean on the inside, well, you go get everything that you deserve, right? You can shuck and jive in front and stunt with the congregation, with the brews, with the sisters, with the world, all you want to. But what does the Lord try? He tries the reins. He tries the heart. That's why 23 said, you better do this hard. You better take this serious, and you better do this with your whole heartily self, man. Because if not, 25 said, you're going to receive what you have done. Right? When we get to the kingdom and the Lord say, nah, what depart from me? I never knew you. And you're like, Lord, I've been in the truth 35 years. Yeah, 35 years you were doing it unto me. 35 years you weren't doing it with your heart. 35 years you were just going through the motions. You was just lollygagging through this thing, just passing time. All right, go ahead. Let
me get a precept on that.
Bring it out.
Matthew chapter 23. We'll start at verse 25. This is what I was going into, right? Because anybody can pretend to do something until it's time to pay it forward, right? Read this.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 23, verse 25. Woe unto you, Salaki. You said 25, right?
Yeah.
Salaki. Matthew chapter 23, verse 25. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites.
So this goes into a hypocrite. The person that's shucking and jiving in front of everybody. Guess what? Then you get by yourself and here you go. Right? Read.
For ye may clean the outside of the cup,
Read.
end of that platter.
End of the platter. Because guess what? In front of everybody, you look like you in the truth. Right? But read.
But within, they are full of extortion and excess.
So they guess they full of extortion. That's tough. That's tough. Right? Think about how the Lord talking, right? Verse 26.
Verse 26. Thou blind Pharisee.
The Lord called them blind. That means a person is groping, man. That means that you have no understanding, man. Right? Read.
Cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also.
So that's what gives you the better understanding. Like I'm saying, you got to clean the inside up first, man. Right? Once you get the inside clean up, then you can clean the outside up, man. A lot of times, and that shows a lot about brothers and sisters too. Because a lot of people in front of all the congregation, they in the truth. But when you get outside the congregation, you ain't in the truth no more. Right? That ain't how they go, man. We got to make sure that we keep our stuff foolproof, man. Like I was going to, man. Go ahead.
They come. Finish that out, 25.
But within, they are full of extortion and excess. You want 26 now?
Nah. Read it from the top.
Verse 25 from the top. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye may clean the outside of the cup and of the platter,
right?
But within, they are full of extortion and excess.
So like I said, but within, you're full of extortion, man. You don't mean well. So the Lord said, do this thing heartily, man. All right? You can look good on the outside. You can keep every Passover since you've been in the truth. 25, 30, 21, 17, whatever years. But still be clean. I mean, still be dirty on the inside, right? Clean as heck on the outside. And guess that's what this will do. I know me for sure, man. I used to wash my car. Man, you ain't gonna see the inside. I ain't clean the inside. Go get this outside clean though. Shine the wheels up. Get the rims, right? Get the windows real good. Look good, all right? Well, who actually gonna go and clean that inside too, right? That's what the Most High God is telling me.
Because guess what? That take what? Double work.
That's right.
A lot of times, brothers and sisters don't want to put in that extra effort that
That's
it
right.
takes, especially to cleanse your spirit, man. That takes a lot of effort, man. A lot of patience and a lot of time, man.
And that's a great point. Like I said, it's the extra work that the Lord wants from us, man. Right? It's the mile and beyond that you're gonna put in, right? The Lord said, go a mile. He said, well, I'm gonna try 2 for you, Lord. Right? The Lord said, give me 30 minutes. He said, I'm gonna try to give you half, Lord. That extra time is what the Lord wants us to put in. That's doing it hardly, man. Right? John 6 and 27.
The book of St. John, chapter 6, verse 27.
Bring it out.
Labor not for the meat which perishes.
So when we are putting those extra works in, and we are putting that extra time in for the Most High God, right? It said, labor not, man, for the meat which perishes, man. Don't labor for the meat that perishes, read.
But for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life.
But you want to labor for that meat that endures for everlasting life, man, right? Like you said, you can be keeping these commandments, but still be dirty on the inside. You're laboring for that meat that's going to perish. Because even though you try to keep these righteous rehearsals, you still not right on the inside. You still got leaven in your heart and your mind. Yeah, you ain't got leaven in your house, but you got it in your heart and your mind. Right? Don't label. If you're going to do this truth, brothers and sisters, if you go completely change your life, man, why not do it to the fullest, man? Why come in here and play around? Right? The Lord is showing you right here, you can labor all day for that meat that perishes, but you want to labor for the meat that's going to turn up forever. What's the precept? Jerubbaal always pull this precept. What are you doing? What are you doing? Matthew, what are we doing? What are we doing? We setting up what? What are these works? What are we setting up these works to do? Huh? I'm gonna ask the sister right now. Sisters, right now, what are we doing? I said, sisters, what are we doing? Matthew 6:19. Damn. We laying up treasures for the kingdom.
We got to be like Joel Austin, start sprinkling some damn holy water on these brothers, man.
Come on, man. We are laying up treasures for the kingdom, man. Let's get there, man.
And you brothers better wake up, man.
For real.
You brothers better wake up, man.
Hey, man, we slow starters, man. That's what we are. I'm gonna give y'all the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, we slow starters, man.
Yo, what? man, we ain't giving them no break, man.
Yeah,
Because
that gas.
if y'all go to Esau's job being slow starters, your ass is gone, man.
Didn't I tell you something, man? Just let me wake up. You're gonna be like, yeah, you can go home. Let's go home. I need somebody who's ready to work at 6'4". Crank it up, man. Matthew 6:19.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 6:19.
Bring it out.
Lay not up for yourselves upon earth, where moth and rust do it corrupt.
That's the labor that you'll need.
Read. But lay up for your treasures in heaven.
Read that again.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven.
In John 6:27, but for that meat which endured unto everlasting life. That's what we have to do, man. We have to lay up those treasures for the kingdom, for salvation, which is going into these righteous rehearsals of the Passover. Now, finish that out.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do it corrupt.
Where neither moth nor rust do it corrupt. Let's go back to John 6:27. You want to set up them treasures for the kingdom, man. After that meat that's gonna bring forth fruit, man. We know fruit is going inside meat as well, right? Bringing forth good fruit, man. Right? Good actions, man. Read this John 6:27 again.
The book of St. John, chapter 6, verse 27. Labor not for the meat which perishes, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life.
Saying the same thing, man. Read.
Which the Son of Man shall give unto
Which
you.
what?
Which the Son of Man shall give unto you.
Man, we waiting for hopefully Mashiach Yahweh to come and crown us, man, right? Right? When they say, who is that man, standing there crowning them, man? Taller stature than all over. Right? We want Christ to be able to crown us, to put that crown up on our heads, man. Remember, don't let nobody take your crown, man. Passover time, people taking people crowns, man. Sifting season, your crown, people taking people crowns, man. You gonna lay down and let somebody take your crown? Right now, when we could be throwing up ultimate sacrifices for the Most High God, which is ourselves, in this time to do these high holy days, don't let them take your crown, man, right? Which the Son of Man shall give you, read.
Which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him hath God the Father sealed.
Because God the Father sealed it in Christ, right? I'll pray. Let's go to Matthew 11:28. Amen. Shifting season, crown taking season, revolving door season, however you want to put it, man. Yes, for real, man. The Passover, man, we've seen this, man. You get took out of this truth, man. Shit. Bible say, man, my bad. Shoot. You ain't fit for the kingdom if you look back, man. You don't want to be like Lot's wife, man. You want to stay on this straight and narrow. Matthew 11 and 28.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 11, verse 28.
Bring it out.
Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden,
Read.
and I will give you rest.
So Christ is telling us, come unto me, all you that labor, man, and are heavy laden. That's the extra work that we're talking about, man. That's the extra effort that we put into. Christ is saying, come unto me, all those that labor and are heavy laden. I'm talking about you putting in great works for the Most High God and the Son, man. You putting in great works for the nation of Israel, man. He said, come unto me, all those that labor and are heavy laden, man. Right? That's why we got to make sure that we go that extra far and beyond for the Most High God. Right? We got to do that extra walk, that extra mile. We got to make sure that we are there because Christ said those that are heavy laden, those are the ones he said, come to me. Read that again.
Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden,
Read.
and I will give you rest.
The Lord is going to give us rest in due time. Right? A lot of times, man, we look at the works that we do. And sometimes, you know, we're like, now I'm doing so many works. No, with being an Israelite, we done said it before, man, I'm doing a lot. And ain't nobody else doing what I'm doing, right? They ain't putting out what I'm putting out. Well, guess what? The Lord is looking for those who's putting out. So even if they not doing it, you still need to keep doing it. He said, come to me those that labor and are heavy laden. He want to see you produce those works, man. Right? And we look at everybody else walking, they ain't walking like me. That's because everybody else can't walk like you. Everybody else ain't got them heavy works on them, man. Right? That when you tired, you go the extra mile. You give that extra step, right? Brother or sister call you there for them, right? Been there for them. And guess what? Be there for them again. Right? Those are the heavy laden works that the Lord said, I'm going to give you rest from, man. Right? You want to help out Israel, you help out Israel greatly, the Lord is going to return it to you, man, greatly, man. Right? Let's go to First Edges, man. Let me get a precept real quick. Let's get it.
What was this being pulled from? This is always prophesied in the Old Testament. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 3. That's why it's very important that brothers understand prophecy. This is something that Christians can't touch Israelites on. They don't understand prophecy at all. Isaiah 14 and verse 3. When you get there, read that out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 3. And it shall come to pass in that day, so like in the day, that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. From thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Because guess what? This is a hard bondage. This is spiritual, bitter, hard bondage, man. Because guess what? This thing takes a toll on our what? On our spirit, this thing. It takes a toll. We understand that this rest is going into basically what? The kingdom. Because even when you read Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1, it's literally showing you we're going to take our enemies into captivity. This is the rest that we need. So guess what? To be able to serve the Most High God with joyfulness and gladness of heart. Now, guess what? Worried about if you're going to lose your job and you're trying to take off for Passover. No, this is the rest that brothers and sisters need, man. Go ahead,
We're calling on that, man. See, the Lord giving us our thunder back, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting our thunder back, man. Passover coming, we getting our thunder back, man. For real, man. We're going to be striking. Right? You ought to feel good about that, man. This latter rain that the Lord has given us. Go to First Edges. We'll start chapter 1, verse 1. Right? First Edges. 1 and 1. We'll start at 1 and 1. Remember, things that we're going to see in these scriptures, man, there are two, like we're saying, Passover, twofold, man. Right?
The book of First Edges, chapter 1, verse 1. And Josiah held the feast of Passover in Jerusalem unto his Lord, and offered the Passover the 14th day of the first month.
So you see these rehearsals were being done, man, in all time periods, right? All time frames. Can any brother give me what was the date around the first actual Passover? You know, approximately, right? It was really like 1446, I believe. But that was our first Passover around 1446. Now, Josiah, who is this? What time? What time frame? What time frame? So Josiah was around 648, 650. So what time frame or captivity was he in? And what else? No. Assyrian Babylonian, man. When was the Syrian captivity? Date. 720. When was the Babylonian captivity?
586.
586. So he was in between the what?
Babylonian and Assyria.
That's right, man. Come on, y'all. Get your minds up. Come on, y'all. Get your minds right. So Josiah was the king of Israel around 630, 40 BC. How old was he, man? Do any brother know the story of Josiah? Any brother, I asked the question. I didn't receive an answer. He was 8 years old, man. This was our youngest king, man. He was 8 years old. Any 8, 9, 10-year-olds in there? Nah, right. How old are you, Shalom? This boy was younger than Shalom, man. King of Israel, man. That's wild, but we're going to show you what he did, though, man. Right? But let's read First Esdras 1:1 again.
The book of First Esdras, chapter 1.
Bring it out.
And Josiah held the feast of the Passover in Jerusalem unto his Lord.
Read.
And offered the Passover the 14th day of the first month.
So we see that the Passover was offered the 14th day of the first month, right? Well, we're going into right now. Read.
Verse 2. Having set the priests accordingly courses.
He said, having set the priests according to their daily courses, right? Read.
Being arrayed in long garments in the temple of the Lord.
You see that? So look, even Josiah had the priests, had the Levites, man, looking real nice and sharp, man. Saying they long garments, man. These are the rehearsals and acts that we are doing up to today. We got our garments ready, right? Soldiers, y'all gonna be receiving y'all garments this week, right? We got our clean, nice garments, man. Right? This is even Josiah had the priest looking real nice and short, man. Back in his time, right? For the Passover. This is heavy. This is special. This is a great time, man. And these are the same acts that they were doing then that we're going to do right now, man, right? Read that again. Verse 2.
So like having set the priests according to the daily courses, being arrayed in long garments.
And long, beautiful garments, man. Right, read.
In the temple of the Lord.
Read.
And he spake unto the Levites, the holy ministers of Israel, that they should hallow themselves unto the Lord, to set the holy ark of the Lord in the house that King Solomon, the son of David, had built. And said, ye shall no more bear the ark upon your shoulders. Now therefore serve the Lord your God, and minister unto his people Israel, and prepare you after your families and kindred.
So Josiah was setting up the priests, right? The Levites at that time, to get things back in order, right? But who are the priests today? Who? We are. What are we? So what should we be doing? The same damn thing, man. Showing this world that guess what? We have to come back into these high holy days, man. Into these what? Great memorials, these great acts. What's a precept? Nah, that we are the precept. Let's get there. Go to 1 Peter 2:9. Because Josiah was basically charging the Levites, right? Because the Levites Levites were in charge at that time for everything, man. Carrying the ark, man. Right? You know, everybody couldn't touch the ark, man. The ark was great, man. Right? We said the ark had Moses' rod, the stick in that thing, man. Say it was just heavy, man. What the ark had inside of it, man. The laws, that was great, man. And we carried that thing around, man. But he said, what they were carrying the ark around at that time, are we carrying the ark around now? What are we carrying around now? The Bible, the laws, now they own us, right? But let's get 1 Peter 2:9.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation,
Read.
a royal
A
priesthood.
royal priesthood. So we are now those chosen priests of the Most High God. The Israelites, man. We are now those priests. We know Christ is ultimately our high priest, but now we are those priests, man. We are the ones that we need to charge right now. Josiah charged the Levites to get this thing in order. Now, bring it up to today. We are those that are going to charge the world to come back into the ways of the Bible, right? We're going to get the world Passover ready, whether they like it or not, right? We're going to these stores. Hey, man, make sure they ain't got no leaven in it, right? Well, what y'all doing? We're going to give them an understanding of it, right? Oh, no, I ain't eating no bread right now, man. We ain't doing that. Why? Because we're on Passover, right? We are now those that are charged to bring those righteous rehearsals back to the world, right? Read that again.
But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation,
a holy nation, right? Read.
a peculiar people,
Peculiar people, right? Read.
that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
So let's go back to first Ezra 1 and 4 again.
Book of First Ezra. You want 1 and 1?
No, 1 and 4.
Oh, so like the book of First Ezra, chapter 1, verse 4. It said, "You shall no more bear the ark upon your shoulders. Now therefore serve the Lord your God, and minister unto his people Israel."
And do what?
And minister unto his people Israel.
So we are the priests now, and we are the ministers now, right? Too, right? So what should we be doing to our people?
Minister.
Ministering and showing them these acts, these rehearsals. What's the precept? What should the priest lips have, man? I gotta throw that loose to my bruise right now, man. It's cool. We're on the same team. I'll throw your hoop. What should we be doing? That's right. Let's get that. Because it said that they were ministering, right? It said, now therefore serve the Lord your God and minister unto his people Israel. That's what we ought to be doing today, man. Minister to our people. That's why we hit the streets, man. Because we are now the priests that are ministering to our people to get their ass back in order, right? Like King Josiah did. Right? Give me that Malachi 2 and 7.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge,
Read.
and they shall seek the law at his mouth.
So our lips should keep knowledge, and we should be speaking nothing but the law to the world, right? That's what Josiah was proclaiming to the Levites to do, right? Was to come back and to minister into the people of God, the children of Israel. We are those priests now. And how do we minister? We minister with what? Read that again.
So,
Malachi.
oh, my bad. So, like,
You brothers, so like you brothers and sisters online, y'all might see it, the class kind of jumping, but it's raining here, so be patient with us. We will study text on my phone.
Yeah, I see that now too.
so,
All right. Yeah.
so like, for the priest's lips should keep knowledge,
So we should be ministering with knowledge and what?
and they shall seek the law at his mouth.
We should be ministering with knowledge and the knowledge of what? The law. Right? This is what we are ministers of right now. We are ministers of the law. So the same way Josiah mastered or told the Levites to get back into order now is the same way we're trying to tell the world to get back into order, right? Read 1 Ezra 1 and 4 one more time.
Book of First Esdras, chapter 1, verse 4. It said, Ye shall no more bear the ark upon your shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Now therefore serve the Lord your God,
Read.
and minister unto his people Israel, and prepare you after your families and kindred.
So at this time, the Levites were carrying around the ark. Why were they carrying around the ark? Why were we carrying around the ark with us? Protection. We felt like that what? When we had the ark, we felt like that what? That God was with us. Right? We carried the ark in remembrance and to say, well, we have the ark with us, we have God with us. Inside the ark was what? The laws, right? Immaculate things inside the ark, man. We felt like that we had God with us, right? But why are we not carrying the ark around today? What's the question? What's one reason? But who we got now protecting us? But Christ is with us, man. Right? Let's go to 1 Corinthians 16.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
So, we had the ark in the temple, right? But now we are that temple of the Most High God, right? Ye are the temple of God, read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
And that the Spirit of God dwells in you now, right? You don't have to have that ark with you anymore. What you need to have now is the laws and the commandments, which is Hamashiach Yahushua, which is Christ, man. Now we have that comforter with us, right? Read that again.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
So the Spirit of God wants to dwell within us, right? Christ wants to dwell around us, man. How in the hell is Christ going to dwell around us and we're not keeping none of these high holy days? We're not doing none that the Bible tells us to do, right? But we carried the ark in reverence that God was with us. Now we got Christ with us, right? The Spirit of Christ dwells in us, man. Right? John 14 and 17.
The book of St. John, chapter 14, verse 17.
Bring it out.
Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive.
The Spirit of who?
The Spirit of truth.
The Spirit of truth. What is truth, brothers?
Psalm 119, 142.
I like it. My main go-to is what? Psalm 119, 142. But you good. I appreciate y'all being a little more on the trigger, man. What is it actually?
The law.
The law, right? Read that again.
Come. Even the Spirit of truth.
Even the Spirit of truth, which is the law. That's what's with us right now. That's what we carry around each and every day now. We carry these laws wherever we go, in our jobs, in our houses, in our bathrooms, wherever we go. The damn grocery stores, fast food restaurants, we carry the laws around now, right? Right, read.
Even the Spirit of truth,
Uh-huh.
whom the world cannot receive.
Read.
Because it seeth him not.
So the world can't see this Spirit of truth that we carry around with us now, right? That's because they're not keeping these righteous rehearsals. That's because they are not what? Giving their all unto the Most High God, coming back to his law, statutes, and commandments. We carry the laws around us. That Spirit of truth is going into Christ, right? Read.
Because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him.
But what?
But ye know him.
They don't see him. They looking at a so-called white man named Cesar Borgia, right? He said, but ye know him. We know Hamashiach Yahushua. We know the Spirit of truth, man. Christ is the word. He is the law. We know him, right? Read.
For he dwelleth with you.
For he what?
For he dwelleth with you.
So we got the ark with us right now, which is Christ, man. He dwells with us. Remember the 1 Corinthians 3:16 said the Spirit is trying to, you are the Spirit of God. The Spirit is trying to dwell within you. Man. Right? Christ wants to dwell around with us. He wants to go everywhere with us. You think Christ gonna go with you and you doing some wicked stuff though? The Spirit like, oh no, let me get about this thing, brother. Yeah, no.
That's the good spirit is in.
Right.
Why you think it? Why you? That's why. I mean, with Christians, that's what gets me the most. God loved. You ain't like to read that John 3:16. God loved the world, man. But then he just said the world can't receive him. But we can't. That's out of context when we choose to use this, right? Watch this. Go to 2 Corinthians. You get that 2 Corinthians chapter 11. Let's go there right quick. 2 Corinthians chapter 11. In verse, I think it's verse 4 or 5. We'll get that out this week. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4.
Come.
Go ahead.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 4. For if he that cometh preaches another Yahushua,
Read that again. No, this is essential for us here, man. Because he ain't speaking, he ain't preaching Yahushua, he preaching says your boy here, man. Sibo, man. But say he that come preaches another Jesus, read.
for if he that cometh preaches another Jesus, whom we have not preached,
Who we have not preached, right? Who Moses have not preached, who Abraham not preached, Isaac not preached, all the prophets didn't preach about none of those things. Even when Christ came in, he never told us to give it to Cedric Bourgier, right? Paul, Peter, and nobody in the Bible ever told us to do this, but here we come with this theological way of teaching, and this is what we supposed to do. This is what we got, right? But read it.
or if you receive another spirit,
It makes a person to receive another spirit on them, right? Read.
which ye have not received,
Read.
or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear witness.
Right. This is how brothers. This is how people get in trouble with the scriptures, man. A lot of times, as Israelites, this is what the Lord be mad with us the most. We be led by emotions so much to the point that we'll go start teaching another Jesus, man. Right? That's going into our emotions and our feelings and not letting the scriptures really truly guide us. When we was truly guided by the scriptures, we wouldn't get another emotion on us except what the Lord gives us, man. Right? This is how we get locked in. You want to lock in with the Lord, don't get emotional and start preaching another Jesus, because that Jesus, guess what? It'll let you come as you are. And that Jesus will let you stay as you are, man. Right? And that Jesus also lets you go in there and eat you some good old shrimp and lobster. That good old Jesus lets you wear some pants. Right? That good old Jesus, guess what? Had your ass in the penitentiary or in the grave too, though. Because that's what the spirit you'll be getting to, man. All right, go ahead.
Big con on that. So they carried the ark around, right? But now we carry the laws around, which is Christ, the spirit of Christ within us, right? Let's go back to first Edges, though. Because Josiah's, man, he was heavy, man. This was heavy. We're finna go into this, and I want to see if brothers know about Josiah's, man. Like, exactly what he did, man, and what was going on at this time.